Losing myself and finding my strength, came to the conclusion that I want it all. Feeling that pressure of trying to do better. I want to reach heights, but too scared to fall. Too scared of failure, way more scared of feeling regret from not even trying. That's terrifying. I understand that chasing my goals, I bury my clocks because it take time. I gotta go, I already know. If I want to grow, you reap what you sow. That be the case, planting my seeds and water my base. Yeah, I made mistakes. Yeah, I know you grow in your garden, but watch for the snakes. The people that act like you crazy for trying to stay far away. They don't think it's possible. I think it's possible. That is just hate. Yeah, they hate themselves because they on the shelf while you create a life that you love. A life that you love. Yeah. Loving the fact you're improving yourself. Decided that you would not settle. Decided that you got the drive to do it. The road got bumping your foot on the pedal. You go up a level. You turn up whenever it's time for you to go put in that work. I know my worth. I know it ain't gonna be easy. Yeah, I know it hurt. One thing is for sure. Yeah. Until they put me in this earth. Before I ride in that hearse. I'm chasing my goals. I'm chasing my goals. Yeah. Loving the fact you're improving yourself. Decided that you would not settle. Decided that you got the drive to do it. The road got bumping your foot on the pedal. I'm chasing my goals. All right, welcome back to another episode. Like I always say, thank y'all so much for being here. If you are on YouTube, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. If you are listening on a podcast platform, leave me a review. Those things help me out a whole lot. Also, please become a monthly supporter of the show. It helps me keep this thing going. It does not cost a whole lot of money. You can choose the amount. It can either be $3, $5, $8, or $10, which if we all are honest, you spend your money on a lot of things that are less important that you will never even see any benefit from than this. So please go ahead and become a supporter. You can cancel at any time, but why would you ever do that? But let's go ahead and get to this episode. Today I want to talk about your future and your past. More specifically, why you need to stop living in the past and why you need to start living in the future. And the analogy I'm going to use for this is from a quote I heard, and it says, "The wake of the boat doesn't steer the boat." And of course, that makes sense, right? You're in the boat, you look behind you, and you see the wave behind you, and it shows you where you've been. And that's really just it. The wake can't steer the boat. It just shows you where you have been. And a lot of times we look at the wake in our lives and we try to use that to steer. We try and predict the future. We look at what we already been through in the past, things we had to work on, work against, things we had to struggle with, and we make predictions. And the actions we take fall in line with the actions to the future that we don't want based on what we see in the wake. But the problem with that, and I know the fact that you're listening to a podcast like this means you're probably a person who doesn't want your future to look like your past. But if you live in the past, your past is going to look a lot like your future. Let me say that again for the folks in the back. If you're living in the past, then your past is going to look a lot like your future. If you keep looking at that wake, looking back, eventually it's all going to look the same. Don't try and predict the future by living in the past. You know how you can predict the future? And I say it all the time on here, but your actions today, right now, tomorrow, the next day, and so on and so on, that's what's going to determine what your future looks like. Everything you've been doing in your life has gotten you to this point right here, right now. All the things you've been doing in life have led up to this moment right here, right now. And if you keep doing the same things, then you'll still be here. You'll just be right here, just in the future. And the reason why we keep doing this, why we keep looking to the past to change the future, is because our brains, right? It's because of our brains. The brain's main thing, our human instinct, is to do the things that will keep us alive, that will keep you safe. And the main way our brain does this is by trying to predict the future. Because if you can predict the future, you have a better chance at staying alive. It's a survival mechanism. And it comes from when humans lived in tribes out in nature, right? Your brain knows, okay, there was a big lion at this water hole last time. I don't see one right now, but let me make sure I'm aware and be ready to get my tribe out of here. Your brain remembers, okay, the last big storm that came through here was destructive and knocked down a whole lot of trees. There was flooding, there was lightning and thunder. It was scary. But we were in this cave and it kept us dry and safe. It remembers this is a good place to grow food. And these are the times of year that it grows. These are the times of year that the food stops growing. Our brains have been wired like this for thousands of years. It wants to avoid harm and death. The brain wants to take the past and project into your future to avoid negative outcomes. And yes, you can say, but okay, Doc, that sounds like a good thing. That sounds like the right way to survive. And to that, I say, yeah, it is a great survival mechanism. It's great for survival. But it's horrible for creating the life you want. It's horrible if you want to start doing things you've never done in order to get the things you've never had. It's great for keeping you in your comfort zone. That's what it's really best at. But your comfort zone is where your dreams go to die. We can't keep living in that energy from our past. And we done all had some bad stuff happen to us. We done all been through it. You've had trauma, the grief, the breakups, the hard times, family issues, lost jobs. Maybe you've been homeless or struggle with addiction, depression. You've been done wrong. You had failed careers or failed business. And if we decide to live in that energy of the past, it's going to create a certain future for us that's going to be the same old, same old. Will we learn from the past? You damn right. But will it hold us back? You better believe it will, if you let it. The past will hold you back from taking action out of fear. And I talked about this on the last episode, so I'm going to talk about it briefly. But so if I ask you if you felt like you know yourself, do you know yourself? Would you say that you know yourself? Most of you would say yes. You feel like you know yourself. But knowing yourself is based on the past. You're basing your knowledge off of things that happened to you. Knowing is based off knowledge, and knowledge is based off things you've learned from things that happened in the past. And what we need to transition to is making the change from knowing ourselves to learning ourselves. Knowing yourself is based off the past, Learning yourself is based off the present. Your brain wants to predict the future for you. And like I said, it looks to the past. So what should we be doing? We need to give it a new thing to predict. Instead of letting your brain use the past to predict your future that you don't want to happen, why not use your brain to predict the one that you do want? And this is where intentionality comes in. And of course, I'm always on here preaching all the time about changing the way you think. Damn near every episode has something to do with changing the way you think and changing it to help you find success and happiness. So get intentional. Get intentional with the future you want your brain to see. Your brain, and a lot of times this happens without you even realizing it, really the majority of the time, but your brain is going to look for validation around whatever you tell it. So if you tell yourself that something is going to fail, that something is hard, that you don't have the resources you need to make it work, that you're too short, that you're not smart enough, that you ain't in the right location, your brain is going to look for all the evidence to support those thoughts. And you'll start to see all the things that validate it and reinforce that negative belief. And I'm telling you to do the opposite. Visualize that future you want, that goal you want to achieve. Really visualize it because, for one, it works. This is scientific fact. If you can visualize your future and really get focused on it and really make that conscious effort to change the way you think and tell yourself all the ways it will work out, your brain is eventually going to catch up to that and start to show you all the ways, all the signs why it will work. To your brain, that thought is going to feel like a reality. That all the things you want are on the way, that they're coming. Your brain, it gets tricked and it doesn't know the difference between reality and what's not real. Let me say that again. Your brain has trouble telling the difference between reality and what's not real. Sounds crazy, right? Let me break it down like this, because this is fact. Your brain, the majority of the time, doesn't know the difference between something that's actually happening right now in your present moment from something that's visualized. And the easiest example to give you is dreams. Better yet, nightmares. Let's say you're having a bad dream, and in this dream, you running from somebody trying to kill you. And I'm using this example because it's a reoccurring dream that I have. I probably should look into this, but I'm gonna take you through a nightmare I had recently. So let's say you find yourself in this dark neighborhood and you walking on the street with friends, and it's a dream. So stuff happens out of nowhere, and your friend get in an argument with some dude that kind of came out of nowhere. And this dude looked kind of crazy, like he could be some kind of serial killer. And it's kind of foggy outside, and this dude is a tall white man, long sleeve dress shirt, thick mustache, work boots, the whole nine. Clearly, this is what my brain thinks a serial killer looks like. Anyway, they start to argue, and all of a sudden, in the calmest way you could think of, this creepy looking white man pulls out a machete, and your friend don't see it. And before you can warn them, you see his arm start to swing that machete, and you can't look, so you turn your head. You don't see it, but you know it ain't good for your friend. And you look back, and now that white man is right there in your face to face with you. And that scared the hell out of you. So you start running in this dark neighborhood. And then you come to this dark house. Of course, it's abandoned. And of course, you go in because it's a nightmare. You hide in the darkest closet possible because, again, it's a nightmare. And you think you hear him walking through the house looking for you. And you think, okay, maybe he don't know where I'm at. It's really dark. Maybe he gave up on it. Then all of a sudden, you feel somebody grab you by the waist from behind you in the closet with you. And it almost feels sexual. Then you wake up. What do you think your breathing is going to be like? What do you think that did to your fear level? What do you think your heart rate is going to be at? You think you might be sweating? Maybe. But all that stuff didn't actually happen. It was all in your brain. You just imagined it. Now, of course, it's a dream. A dream ain't real life. In a dream, you don't know it's a dream. I get it. But if you use your brain and predict that future you want, just like in that dream, if you can feel some of those things that make it real, don't you think you can imagine in the present moment a future you want and start to feel some of that stuff? Some of what it'll be like? Because you can imagine in the present moment things you don't want and you still feel it. If you have a fear of clowns or fear of spiders like me, I ain't scared of them, but I don't like them, or heights or whatever phobia, sometimes just by thinking about it, you feel something. You can just think about waking up early the next day and start to feel tired. You can be excited to have sex later and you think about it and your body starts to feel things. I should have led with that example. We all been there. Or anxiety, right? We can think about something and start to feel anxious. Again, our brains have trouble telling the difference between what's real or imagined or visualized. That failed business you had or that project that didn't go so well, your brain is going to make predictions. It's going to predict the future of that business or that project based off what happened in the past. It wants to protect you, keeping you safe from pain, from disappointment. So you'll look for that evidence. Better yet, it'll show you that evidence of why you shouldn't do it. Why you shouldn't get in that career, why you shouldn't trust a man again, why you shouldn't pick up that project again. And if you do get in those situations, your brain is going to make those predictions and you'll start to self-sabotage, subconscious self-sabotage, like the person who's been cheated on, right? And the next relationship they get in, you don't trust your partner, right? Let's say they go out with a friend and you text them like, hey, what are you doing? And they say, I'm out with friends having a drink. Then an hour go by. And you text them again, like, hey, are you still at the bar? And if you don't hear from them for like an hour, your mind starts wondering. You feel those feelings deep down, like, damn, could they be out there doing stuff behind my back? And then you text and call and you question them. And then eventually they feel like you don't trust them and it either causes problems in the relationship or you break up, right? Self-sabotage from your brain, just trying to predict the future. So what do? If our brains are always trying to predict the future, we create our own future. All the things you do today, right now, tomorrow, all the actions you take will affect what your future is going to look like. As easy of a concept as it may seem, but about taking action, it is still a lot easier than done, right? So many times we know we need to be taking action, yet we just don't. But the actions are so important. If you don't take action, there is a 99% chance you will never get it. Probably 100%. So take the action. Another important thing is, believe it or not, believe that you are getting closer. See it. Believe it. And put it in your brain that you're making it happen. That those actions you're taking, that it's a process, that no, it won't happen overnight, but you're taking and making steps and getting closer and closer. Like for me, I want to grow this podcast. And it's been a slow process. I also know that as I have growth in my acting career, I will see growth with my podcast. The more I elevate, the more people will know who I am, which means the more people will know what I do. And one of the things is this podcast. And one of the things I've been telling myself and believing in is that my acting career will take me places, that I'll be at that next level, that I'll be highly successful. And first of all, I am. I've had a great acting career. I've done a lot. I can look back at all the things I've done, look at my resume, and feel extremely proud. And I am. Like my auntie always say, she said, your mama will be proud. Your mama must be so proud of you. But yeah, I'm believing that I'm elevating. And I have been. Just last year, I experienced a huge peak in my career. I booked a huge gig starring in Skeleton Crew at Guthrie Theater, right? And for those of you listening and don't live in Minnesota, the Guthrie Theater is a very well-known theater across the whole country. Actors everywhere in the country want to be on that stage. And not only was the role I played an amazing role, it was an iconic play, a really great play, and no doubt will look good on my resume for future things, right? But I've been manifesting and visualizing my success. And I don't think me having that big gig was a coincidence. And again, get clear on what you want your future to look like. Get crystal clear on what those details look like. Visualize it every day. Visualize what it looks like, what it feels like. Use your brain to project that future you want instead of allowing your brain to keep using the past to show you all the future things you don't want. It's time to stop living in the past. Time to let that feeling of excitement of that future you do want be what drives you to take the actions you need to. Again, your brain is going to take those visualizations and make them feel real. And unfortunately, it won't happen if you just have one visualization, if you just try it one time. No, it takes time. It ain't going to happen overnight. You have to do it every day. Every day. And over time, your brain is going to have you excited about that visualization. It'll start to feel like it's real, like it's about to happen. And subconsciously as well as consciously, you'll start to act accordingly. You start to do things and move in a way that'll get you closer to that future. Based off your perception of the future, you will start to become that person you want to be. And this is a big reason why a lot of folks are big on affirmations and speaking things into existence. Your brain will adapt. Your brain is such a powerful thing. Just look at the placebo effect, which is so fascinating to me. People believe they're healed and they actually heal themselves. The brain does. They take that pill, they think it's real medicine, and their brain believes it's real medicine, and then it heals them. They imagine they're getting better, and they do, just by thinking it. Diseases get cured, sicknesses get cured. 33% of all medical healings and cures are placebo effect. 33%. Let's say you have bad headaches, and the doctor tells you to take this pill every morning, and it's nothing but a sugar pill, and your brain, if you're a part of that 33%, will get rid of those headaches. Just for believing it. Your brain is powerful. So if you tell yourself that you're taking this medicine and it's healing you, then you get healed. Don't you think there's power in visualizing the future, telling yourself that you will do something, visualizing what it will look like? Don't you think if you put those images, enough of those images in your brain, that your brain will start to do things in alignment that will make it come true? The answer is yes. Is yes. Create that future you want. You have to project it. You have to see it. You have to program it. And of course, you have to take action. So that's all I got for you today. Please share this to your social media and tag me in it. Those things help me out a lot. Also, become a monthly supporter of the show. Again, you can choose the monthly amount. It can either be $3, $5, $8, or $10, and you can cancel at any time. But why would you ever do that? Let's go ahead and get to this music. I got another unreleased song for y'all. This one is called Miss Your Chance. All right, let's ride out. I
suddenly became hyper aware of my body.
I don't know what music that is.
That music is all they have.
You want me to turn it up?
And this one is my theme song. Might take it back to the 2000s and make this one my ringtone. When I disappeared, they was looking for me. They couldn't find me like Nemo. But I'm popping out tonight. Wanna see me dish your chains? I'm about to hit my dance like, yeah. I'm about to take this shot like, yeah. I'm about to take this pic like, yeah. I'm about to do me like, yeah. You better not miss your chance. Yeah. I heard you was looking for me. Here I am. You better not miss your chance. Yeah. I heard you was looking for me. Here I am. You better not miss your chance. Girl, you so dope to me. Like in them pictures on IG, I feel like you pose for me. But this ain't the gram. You in my space. I love when you close to me. And your body language got manners. Love how it spoke to me. That's how it's supposed to be. We look so fly right now. Feel like I'm in a whole nother time zone. I feel like I'm overseas and I need bread, I need cheese. I ain't talking about groceries. Last year was so old to me. I know they've been waiting on my new shit like potpourri. Don't worry, won't be long. Cause this one is my theme song. Might take it back to the 2000s and make this one my ringtone. I disappeared, they was looking for me. They couldn't find me like Nemo. But I'm popping out tonight. Wanna see me dish your chance? I'm about to hit my dance like, yeah. I'm about to take this shot like, yeah. I'm about to take this pic like, yeah. I'm about to do me like, yeah. You better not miss your chance. Yeah. I heard you was looking for me. Here I am. You better not miss your chance. Yeah. I heard you was looking for me. Here I am. You better not miss your chance. Yeah, I be so smooth on the beat. I be that dude your dude wanna be. I be so cool, yo cool feel like heat. And it's my summer. You go watch me go on the high street like news on the beach. I'm on the wave, I'm through with the beach. In on the wave, left you with the beach. And I'm still hot. No, I didn't drop my flame. Just had a lot on my brain, so I got ghosts. Just know a lot done changed. No, I am not the same. It's not even close. And I feel like I deserve it, cause practice make perfect. I know I sound like a coach. I know I'm climbing a mountain. That's how I know I'm a go. Don't make me boast. Cause this one is my theme song. Might take it back to the 2000s and make this one my ringtone. I disappeared, they was looking for me. They couldn't find me like Nemo. But I'm popping lunch tonight. Wanna see me dish your chance? I'm about to hit my dance like, yeah. I'm about to take this shot like, yeah. I'm about to take this pic like, yeah. I'm about to do me like, yeah. You better not miss your chance.